Is that someone in the room? Hey there, hi there, ho there, everyone. I am Shut Up James. Welcome back to the channel. We are still in the depths, in the throes of found footage February. So I did a poll on Patreon to see which movie to watch next, and y'all voted for this. This is the 2008 horror film Lake Mungo, and I've never heard of it, so I'm excited to get into whatever this is going to be. Now, before I go any further, if you enjoy watching scary movies, then you should probably subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you can be reminded of when I do these ridiculous things. Find me on Instagram to check out my actual movie collection, and then follow me on Patreon to get exclusive content, including the full-length version of these reactions. I've got my energy drink, I've got my AirPods. When I tell you I know nothing about this movie, I mean... nada. It says it's called, what is it? Lake Mungo. I just think of like Mongo from Blazing Saddles.
Mungo only pawn in game of life.
But I get, I don't know, maybe monster movie vibes? I think lake and I think like Loch Ness or something, but I have zero idea what I'm getting myself into. My desk is broken, so I can't even put this here without it sliding. I have to put it way up here, so this will be fun. I'm trying to make my intros shorter and more to the point, so I'm probably forgetting something, but it is what it is. Without further whatever, this is my reaction to the 2008 horror film Lake Mungo. I can't really see myself because the ring light is in the way, so hopefully I'm on camera. Hopefully it's recording. Can you imagine? This is found footage, right? Oh.
I feel like something bad has happened.
That's not like subtle. That was like a ghostly figure. Mungo Productions. Oh, this is a mockumentary. Is that what it is? That seems to, I would say found footage. They're the same thing. Mockumentary. Australian. I love the Australian accent. That's like a blatant hand reaching for that person. So this might have nothing to do with monsters. This has to do with ghosts, it says. Ghosts, it says.
Alice kept secrets.
Alice.
She kept the fact she kept secrets a secret.
As one does. You can't go around telling people that you're a secret keeper, you know? That haircut is very mid-2000s. I had it when I had hair. Tragic accident began a series of extraordinary events that thrust a grieving family in the small Victorian town of Ratatouille something into the media spotlight. Uh-oh. This film is a record of those events. Ah. Missing for quite a few... How many? Days? The volume's going in and out on purpose, but I'm afraid for when like things jump out.
Full setting of Ararat's novel.
Ararat.
We received a call around 6 p.m. tonight of a missing girl.
So I started swimming back and she didn't come out with me, so I thought she's gonna stay in there.
I remember Maddie got out. And
left his sister to die.
She clearly hadn't got out of the water because then, you know, she would have picked up her towel, so...
Towel. Alice. I think of A Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Alice! Take my power! I like that it looks like news footage. Like the quality changed. Sometimes this found footage mockumentaries, like the quality looks exactly the same across the board, so you're like, this doesn't look like what you're saying it is, you know?
And he'd said there'd been an accident at the weir, and Alice had gone missing.
What was the accident?
it said that Alice was missing.
Hello, sir.
Just didn't really feel like it was real. Everything was the same as always, but people were saying Alice had drowned.
Everything is the same except that our friend is dead. I haven't said anything in a while because there's just a lot of talking. They're just all talking.
I remember we had the porch light on.
And why's that?
In case she comes home?
Just in case she comes home, I guess.
Dad. She's gonna come home all right. As a demon ghost. Christmas Eve now? Wow. Are we gonna find her on Christmas Eve? That's not very Christian.
As soon as we were told that they'd found the body, June and I went down to the dam. Georgie, they asked me to sign a statement of identification. June stayed in the car. And yeah, on reflection, I think that was a mistake because she didn't have any closure.
I was gonna say, you were just like, go take care of that?
I guess it's not how I
Wanted to remember her, but...
Want to remember her in that way.
Oh. Oh. Okay. We're sure that's her?
The car stalled on the way back from the dam, but the only gear that I could get it into was reverse.
I was gonna say I was going backwards.
Which was either that or walk. And
Just can't catch a break. The Mungos. No, what's their name again? Whittle? No, that's somebody else. There's so many, they've introduced like 15 characters. And because it's a mockumentary, like, it doesn't feel like found footage, so I'm hoping we get like found footage soon.
While Alice lay alone in the morgue.
That's sad.
What is that?
For you. Scariest part of the movie so far. I'm trying to like pick up on like little things they might be dropping that will maybe come into play later. But they're giving us a lot of talking and exposition, so I don't know.
It was a somber day for the family and friends of Alice Palmer.
Alice Palmer.
Well, I think of how bad it was back then. It's hard to imagine how much worse they would get.
Okay, it's gonna get worse. Thank goodness, because I was getting worried for a second. I'm like, I'm not talking to you guys. There's nothing to react to because they're just talking.
we got a pest controller to come in and check for termites. And
The termite is your daughter.
It had a really strange feeling about it. I can't explain to you.
What is happening? Was it the house? Or is it Alice? Did something in the house follow Alice to Lake Mungo?
I started having these nightmares. Alice would come down the hall, still dripping from the dam, and just stand at the foot of our bed, just staring at us. It was quite terrifying. My nightmares were getting so bad that I began to go for walks at night.
Okay.
Sometimes I would actually go into people's houses.
Mom?
I guess I really just wanted to be inside someone else's life for a while.
What could make you more sleepy or at peace than like a good breaking and entering, you know? A good B&E.
It was work as normal, and that was troubling actually. I didn't really know what to say to him. It wasn't really my place to be telling him how to feel. But I certainly was concerned.
Like, why aren't you sad? Why aren't you sad?
I felt really guilty about that at the time. But, you know, I just wanted to get on with it.
Well, Alice is not at rest, so she does not want you to get on with it.
Sitting down in the chair in front of the dresser, and before I could kind of work out what I was doing there, Ali walked in.
That's suspicious.
And she went over to her desk, started sharpening a pencil, and then for a text message on her phone, she slowly turned around, and then she just came at me and stood up and said, "Get out, get out." And I just, you know, got up and went out as fast as I could.
I cut up. Oh, got up. They said I cut up. Cut up and left.
I believe he saw what he saw.
He saw what he saw. What he saw is what he saw, you know? And I think he saw that.
I don't really know. But I'm sure he saw something.
But whatever it was, he saw it. It was seen. Yeah, this is all them just telling the story, and then there's no, like, footage. I want them to say, like, we started setting up cameras to see the, you know? Is that gonna happen? I hope so.
But there just didn't seem like there was anything we could do.
So much talking.
Part of the reason was because they weren't churchgoers.
Can't help them if they don't go to church.
I don't even know what June believes in.
I believe in a thing called love. Sorry.
I remember he was spending a lot more time alone. Oh, we're all worried about him.
Some of us like to spend time alone sometimes. Look at me.
We tested him for vasculitis, and we also excluded any poisoning, or the bruises just resolved spontaneously.
Alice is getting him in his sleep.
My name's Steve Wilkie. I'm Matthew's best friend.
More characters.
Usually stay at Matthew's house 2 or 3 times a week.
The spinning hole in the background. It's inappropriate.
He was always pretty quiet, so I guess there wasn't really any warning bells going off or anything.
He's my best friend. But we never really speak. They kept saying earlier there was an accident that led to what happened, but they haven't said what the accident was.
Pursue it with more passion.
Who are you now? Stop giving me more characters and dialogue. Matthew's photos. Are we gonna get some photos of Alice, like, walking down the street? Uh-oh. There she is. I'm kidding, that's not her. Or is it?
Matthew, can you talk to me about the photographs of the backyard that you've been taking.
And the plot thickens!
Alice is standing against the fence.
Ooh, I said I was asking for creepy stuff, and now that I'm getting it, I don't want it.
I wouldn't say the mood was good.
I don't... Stop showing it. I have goosebumpies. It doesn't appear that she's standing there. She is standing there.
And I looked at them, I think on the 5th.
Bob Smeet. Character number 39.
There was something in the background in Norval Dam. This image came up.
Oh, she's just standing. I thought she was like this. And I was like, that is too much. I still have goosebumpies. I'm very cold.
It certainly looked like Alice. It was
You can't tell who that looks like, but I think it is your daughter.
And I became convinced that Alice was still alive.
No. Well, oh, because you never saw her body, so you didn't get your closure, so you're gonna...
Child. Anyway, so...
I didn't think she was alive. I knew she wasn't.
Because I saw her body.
Jen was so convinced that I'd made a mistake that I actually started to have doubts myself.
I mean, the body is bloated and unpleasant to look at.
More than 3 months after the funeral of Ararat teenager Alice Palmer.
Ararat. Make the name of the town more complicated to pronounce, please.
And today, almost...
Alice's body was exhumed in the presence of the funeral director. There was a representative from the coroner's office also. And it was then transported to Ararat Base Hospital where they...
Ararat.
Really wanted there to have been somebody else's kid in that dam, a runaway, a murder victim.
Harsh. I mean, I get it, but... Damn. I can't see myself and I really don't know if this is filming me. I think it is. I think we're okay. Alice... Every time I say the name Alice, I start Alice! Is there anything in the videos of that day, or from pictures of that day, that are going to tell us what happened? Or are we going to discuss the accident? And why was there like one at the lake, but there's another one at the house? She like making her way from the lake to the house?
Continued to hear things, and what did you hear?
Things.
I'll just set up a camera to see if, I see...
Oh no, here we go. But it's pictures, there's no...
Anything. See something.
We're gonna get video. Okay. I don't like the sounds. I don't think I'm ready for this. This kind of stuff actually makes me very upset. The sound effects are haunting. Please don't suddenly lunge at the screen.
I looked back and there was footage of a figure moving from...
It could also just be someone breaking into your house.
And
The music is very, very creepy. That's mostly what is making me uneasy. Not well. My hands are freezing from the fear.
My Christian name is actually Schultz, but I changed it to Ray.
It's just so... Ray.
What happens after death is up for grabs anyway.
Good to know.
Thanks, Ray.
See ya, Annie.
See ya. Ray, smoking's bad.
When someone dies, they block out all the mirrors in the house to stop the dead from finding their way back. There's things like that that make a difference.
Okay, so Alice at the end of the bed, dripping wet, mirrors. Those are the images that I am holding on to. That may come into play later.
Okay. That's just the start of something else, all right?
Don't touch my hand.
Let go of me! Okay, so you're standing outside your house. Tell me what you see.
My house.
Good job, June. You fucking crushed it. My house.
I'm walking down the hallway towards Alice's room.
What's there?
Her room. This is giving The Shining right now, aesthetically and musically.
Feel safe enough to go into Alice's room?
No. Jump scare. Jump scare. We're gonna get a jump scare.
Alice is sitting in the wicker chair at the end of her bed. She looks sad.
so much talking. I kind of want there to be more of the found footage.
At the time I was actually kind of interested, sort of curious.
You do look a little bi-curious. Damn it, I just asked for this, and now that we're getting it, I'm scared. Shut up, James. Is this that Wes Craven tactic of making everything really quiet? Because you have to like strain to hear, and then suddenly it's gonna go block. I'm not enjoying these haunting pictures of her standing in the background. Every time they show her standing someplace, I get
There was something...
the tinglies. I'm gonna stop saying I want there to be scarier footage, because when they are giving me this stuff, I am not well. My fingers are ice cold. It's not giving us jump scares. And I think maybe I should be grateful for that. That's what the flashing lights are. It's like it's fast motion, and those are cars going by. I was like, what the hell's in the window?
I think they had met some kind of Rasputin figure, mesmerising the Palmers, stealing their money, doctoring the photos of Alice.
And this is all just within a couple of months of her dying. I would not have the lights off in this house ever after seeing her standing in the frickin' hallway. Is that her? Is she there? That's a cup. Please don't do this. Is she there? She's in the mirror. I don't want to see. I don't want to see. I get it. Oh no, I'm gonna have nightmares. I'm gonna have nightmares. Is she in this one? What is it, a face? A reflection of a face or something? I can't tell what this one is. I can't tell what I'm looking at. Oh, cover the mirrors. Cover the mirrors. So the dead can't get back.
And we did find a figure in the background.
The twigs, the sound of the twigs scared me.
Up close and tight, you could see that it definitely was neither female nor Alice.
That's Matthew.
I was responsible for the image of Alice in the hallway and the bedroom, and that I created the April 28 backyard photo and the seance image. I just told him what I'd done.
Well, what the hell?
I just used an old video of Alice. It was as simple as rotating the mirror so that...
Oh, I didn't realize that's what was happening. I was like, I don't see anything. Great job, kid. Because that crap
in the mirror
scared the shit out of me. Thanks for the nightmares, Matthew. Oh. Don't do that ring shit.
It wasn't about trying to trick people.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I probably did make it harder for her, but that wasn't my intention.
Well, it's what you did. The twisty twists are definitely giving Netflix documentaries, so kudos to them for that, for this coming out in 2008.
I mean, the Palmers weren't coping well at all at that point.
No, their daughter's dead, their son's a deceiver. And is Ray gonna find anything? What's Ray doing?
Good old Ray.
And I don't think she would admit it, but she was devastated.
She should be. Why would she not be devastated by the death of her daughter?
June was...
So sorry, I just keep not talking. I keep saying this, but there's so much dialogue. I can't react to just talking, you know?
Their own private life that they will either choose to share or to not share, I guess.
That's how most of us live our lives. We choose what we want to share, not to share, I guess. It looks like a wig. Alice was a part of the drag scene. That's gonna be the next twisty twist. They have video of her duck walking down the hallway. You better work.
I hope that Alice did know how much I loved her. That would be the saddest thing, to think she might not know.
In that moment, I'm sure she wasn't thinking about that. I'm sure she was thinking, like, I hope I get saved. And then she was not.
Matthew accompanied him on one of his country Victorian tours.
Yeah, don't tamper with my fucking footage, Matthew. Ray shouldn't want him around if he's known for legit fabricating footage. I want to know what happened that day. Why did she drown? There's more to that. There has to be more to that. Is that someone in the room?
Only Russell and I were in the house when these images were recorded.
Oh, she's looking right at the camera now. I don't wish for it chilly chills. Goosebumpies, if you will. Or was it you? We're going to find out that it's a twist and you were walking into their freaking house.
There were ghosts everywhere.
They just say, ghosts? Now they're leaving them.
I don't know why it's important. Like,
show more of this guy. You know why.
It was while I was looking at Matthew's June 13 hallway material again that...
She's standing there.
Not Matthew in the hallway, but someone else squatting in the dark in Alice's room.
Oh, squatting?
It was our neighbour, Brett Toohey.
Alice is safe. This is like a murder mystery? Does something inappropriate happen?
I literally just couldn't believe my eyes.
That's nasty.
That took a sudden turn.
How do you feel towards Brent now?
If he was around the corner, I'd probably throttle him.
Yeah, for having inappropriate things with my daughter?
They must have been really desperate to get that tape. They would have been living in this constant fear of being found out.
It looks like there's a person standing behind him. How old is Alice? Like, I don't know her age. They probably said it and I forgot. I'm guessing a minor.
Jason, did you know about Alice's involvement with Brett?
No. No one did. We wouldn't be going out if I did. It was, no.
I thought this was a boyfriend, but that's...
I thought we were,
wow.
I thought we were pretty good.
Oh. Yeah, if she was underage, then it wouldn't matter if it was consensual. So I'm guessing, was she not underage?
Why was she involved with him?
I want to know. I think we'll find out in a little bit before the end of this movie.
I knew one Alice, and maybe her mum knew another, and there was another one again that none of us knew.
Ain't that always the truth?
I found Ray's business card taped to Alice's diary on the page marked 12th of July.
Alice had gone to him.
Alice came to see me about 5 months before she died.
Were you not gonna tell the parents? Or maybe he sees so many clients he just didn't think anything of it. Like it didn't register that he had met her before.
No, we didn't feel like we could trust Ray anymore. For whatever reasons he had.
Everyone around you is untrustworthy.
It still felt like a betrayal.
I think maybe he needed us as much as we needed him.
Are we gonna get some Ray backstory? There was a bug on the screen and it made me go to swat it.
She was a very troubled person.
Samesies, what's the, like, okay.
I was cold and wet. I felt heavy.
I feel heavy all the time.
Paralysed with fear, and I realised there was nothing that they could do for me anymore. I started to cry standing there at the foot of the bed.
Oh, she had dreams of her daughter at the foot of her bed. Oh. Okay. Lake Mungo. It's the name of the movie.
Lake Mungo is in southwestern New South Wales, and
this looks like a desert. Is Lake Mungo dried up?
I do particularly remember it because she came home without her mobile phone and her favourite bracelet and watch. Jason told us about the phone footage that the girls had taken at Lake Mungo.
Oof, yeah, phone videos back then, y'all, were on like a flip phone. The quality was bad.
There was an image of Alice, very hard to decipher, in the bottom of the frame. She was burying something.
I would not have been able to figure that out. It looked like there was a little fire or a light there.
I didn't really perhaps take it that seriously at the time.
Oh, bitch, you shoulda.
We were just having a good time and I just...
That's true, y'all drunk too, so. When my friends try to, you know, like summon Satan, but I've had a couple drinks, you know, to each their own.
It started simply enough.
We're just following her? She's just walking away? I was gonna say, let's go find out what she buried. Did she bury her watch and her phone?
We had an idea where that tree was because of what we could see from the...
Well, good thing there's only like three trees in this whole desert.
We didn't really want to go down during the daytime because, you know, we didn't want to be digging, you know, where tourists were.
You should go during the day to find out where to go and then go back at night. Okay. I see better at night too. My depth perception is at its best when the sun goes down.
And after a bit, June said she'd found something.
The bracelet and her phone. Why did she bury those things? Don't jump scare me. I'm so hungry. You hear my stomach?
You scared of dying?
Scared of dying? Ooh, did you hear that? Okay, I need to get a massage.
I feel like something bad is going to happen to me. I feel like something bad has happened. It hasn't reached me yet, but it's on its way.
Like it follows?
And it's getting closer. And I don't feel ready.
The fuck is that? Wait, that's... That looks like her dead body.
It was the same face of the body that I had identified at the dam.
Goosebumpies again. Nightmare fuel. I'm gonna have bad dreams tonight, you guys. I'm gonna have bad dreams. Stop showing me this stupid face. Why was she like, let me bury these things? Why am I listening to a baby?
Alice knew she was going to die. I'm convinced of that.
Yeah, sure. You think? Oh, I think the video of my daughter's dead body looking at her was a symbol of her maybe going to die. Maybe. This is so cool and pretty. Like, I've never been to Australia, so this, like, I don't know what I'm looking at. This is crazy. I'm used to dirt, you know, on the ground.
I don't know that anybody's really convinced that they're going to die.
We're all gonna, unfortunately.
How do you think Alice would have explained that?
How could she have explained it?
She couldn't have.
I believe she recorded the future coming to get her.
I want to move, you know? Right? Like, we're not staying in this house anymore. I don't want any more videos of her in my home. We're gonna have to find someplace else to go.
The house felt different. It was, calm.
Calm? Oh. Well, get ready, because it's about to be uncalm. I think there's like 15 minutes left, so like, are we getting a third act main cast bloodbath?
Fingers crossed on some nudity for a change.
She wanted us to know who she really was.
A whore? I don't think she was a whore. And I don't think she wanted you to know. I don't know.
Ray called out of the blue and said he was going to be coming through town.
We don't trust Ray, though, I thought.
Felt that after MUNGO, in our own ways, there'd been closure, I suppose, to a degree.
The movie's called Lake Mungo, so what else are we getting from that lake? Sorry, I just gotta keep checking to make sure I'm on camera.
It was really a big part of all that, deciding to move.
Oh, we are moving. We're just packing up her room. Are we gonna get some mockumentary footage? Like, something goes wrong during...
It will be difficult.
During the mockumentary part?
I forget.
It's music. You're gonna jump scare me, and I don't want you to. June's final consultation with Ray. The volume started full. It's less than half now, because every time something's bad has happened, I have lowered the volume.
I'm going through the front door.
This is gonna be like a Blair Witch moment where, like, it's all been leading up to, like, one big bullshit scary moment.
Someone's there. I think someone's coming down the hall.
Is the mom seeing her own ghost now?
Do you want to go inside?
Yeah. I'd say no. Is she still sitting in the wicker chair? The wicker chair's in the mirror.
She's not saying anything. I don't think she knows I'm there.
Alice isn't here.
So, they're seeing each other in their dreams in the past and the future. Freaking upside down or insidious time travel dreams. The further. I was like this the whole time. Some shit was gonna jump out and get me. Get out. Get out.
She's gone.
Was she there the first time we saw that picture? No, don't give me a jump scare. I don't want it. I get it. Okay, I get it. You're dead in the house. I am so glad that's over. That was so Are we gonna see her more? I was wondering if that was her. I saw a little glimpse of light earlier, but then they didn't talk about it. So I'm like, okay, maybe not. This has been very like unnerving. At first I was annoyed. It was so much talking, but it really plays out like an actual documentary, right? She was there. It's funny because I thought I saw someone, but then they showed Matthew. So I was like, oh, okay. It played with our perception of stuff, right? So we were looking over there, but she was over there. You sneaky bitch. See, this kind of stuff messes me up. I'm gonna be not well tonight. Nightmares are afoot. I swear to God. I am so uneasy. There were almost no jump scares, except for maybe when she sees herself at Lake Mungo. There is a lot unanswered. I don't know really how she died. I guess she just drowned and that's it. So she was able to see that she was gonna drown. I don't know. It was, as a fake documentary, that was very good because the performances felt very authentic. The way it was edited and cut together, it felt like an actual documentary. The found footage that I had been begging for was there and was very creepy. You could tell it's like a CGI person is added into these pictures and videos, but it was haunting enough and the soundtrack was creepy enough that I'm gonna, oh man. I never want to watch that again. It'll be a lot of fun having to edit this reaction. But we did it. We watched the 2008 found footage film Lake Mungo. It's crazy. I had never heard of this before. A lot of, obviously you all voted for it. This was on Patreon. The Patreons spoke and said Lake Mungo, but I didn't know this existed at all. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. Meet me in the comments and let me know what your favorite found footage film is. Don't forget to find me on Instagram to check out my movie collection and follow me on Patreon to get the full-length reactions to these movies and help me decide which films to watch next. I forgot to mention, I'm basically wearing different outfits, my reactions now, to see how they look for when I have some trips and stuff coming up. So the denim, I think is winning. Last week I did like a pink something and that was a loss. The credits are almost over. Let me just see if there's anything else. I hear beeping. What's that beeping sound? Is that the sound of like a camera dying? Nightmares. I am Shut Up James. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.